Mr. Tate, Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. We're embarking on a project in another club to share insights from the legacy education system, what was the Common Communicator, to our members and newest members about the different speaking skills and the way it was presented for them to improve. So tonight I'm going to present a speech using the Common Communicator project, which is how to say it. Right? Actually, it's a vocal variety speech. So one of the things that we know when we get in front of somebody that talks very monotone and never has any voice inflections, that you will fall asleep at the wheel. You will not be able to follow them. You will not get any emotion out of them. And you will not, as a speaker, elicit any response that you're trying to elicit from your audience. So being able to use your voice in a way to command attention, to bring people in, to cause them to see something, hear something, feel something with the variety with which we speak is a skill set that we would try to incorporate into our speaking. Doesn't matter what we're speaking on. Once again, all of these projects never told you what to speak on, only what skill set to work on. So in the case of vocal variety, there are some things that we can talk about. The speed with which we speak, the volume at which we speak, the pitch at which we speak. We can be two people talking to each other. We can break out into song. All of these things become a useful tool for different aspects of what you'd like to present. You may or may not remember the commercial when E.F. Hutton talks. People listen. And listen for that whisper. Because the whisper draws your audience in. They know you're saying something. And they are straining to hear you, but in the best possible way. It's when people talk very quietly and nobody can hear you. You need to have enough projection, enough volume, so that the variation from really booming out, talking about your speech patterns, to saying, you really should invest in Google about 10 years ago. Trying to build that vocal variety will allow an audience to pull that in. You're saying something quiet. Maybe it's not meant for everybody. I want to hear it. So use that technique to draw people in. Speed gives us an opportunity to build excitement. And we were on the roller coaster. And it was going slowly up the hill. And all of a sudden we started hitting the downhill. And we hit the banks and we started rolling around. So the speed with which we speak can bring that audience on a roller coaster with you. They can build to a crescendo that what is going to happen as all of a sudden that maniac with the knife rounds the corner. You can really get people into your speech using vocal variety. You know, another way we can do this is how high or low we speak. We can do that in combination with being more than one person in a conversation. You've probably seen somebody go ring, ring, ring. Hello? Hello, this is John. I'd like you to buy an Apple product from me. I don't need apples. I'm allergic to apples. No, that's not what I mean. I think you need an Apple Watch because it will listen to your heart rate and tell you if you have a problem. A watch that listens to my heart rate? What? So being more than one person by changing the tone, the pitch of your voice, allows you to bring others into your conversation, whether they're real or not. Relaying stories in this way becomes very, very effective because people will gravitate toward one or the other of the characters. They'll relate to them, or they'll understand what they're feeling, and they'll get a little bit more into that presentation. About 2 weeks ago, one of our newest Toastmasters opened his icebreaker in song. Now, I've seen this probably 4 times in about 34 total years of Toastmasters, where people bring to the table that aspect of their life, that musical part of them that really catches most people off guard. We go to concerts to hear people sing. We don't go to Toastmasters expecting them to sing. In the 20 plus, 14 plus 4, in the 38 years that I've been a Toastmaster, I sang once. I can't carry a tune. I have no skill set. But on this particular day, I was relaying a story where somebody took me to a karaoke bar and sat me down next to a Filipino girl, and I'm like, what kind of trouble am I in? Because I was in a building with no name, in a room with no name, that just had couches and a big TV, and I'm like, no, what is going on? And I had to karaoke, and I had to find something to sing. What I'm trying to relate to you is your ability to use your voice in your speaking gives you the ability to capture an audience just that much stronger. So please do try that as you go forward. Mr. Toastmaster.